Footbot is here. All right, he's finally here. He was delayed. I'm calling him part of Wave 2, which was Karai, it was Raph, and then it is Footbot. For some reason, this was the one that took a little bit longer to get out in the line. Got him from Best Buy. Everyone else isn't shipping him yet. Even Best Buy sold out, and I just barely got this guy from Best Buy. I think he's back in stock now, so you can acquire him. We wanted to start with this box because it's going to capture some of that mural. So you can see here all the Footbots on the side from that scene where Leo and Casey were fighting the Footbots. So you can see a whole bunch of them on there. On the front, you got your nice artwork from the comic of him breaking through the wall. On the side, we get to see he's number 10. We did not know what number Footbot was going to be. We did not see a box before, so we finally have the box and we know where he fits in the mural. On the back, you see some of the characters and those nice little character action shots. So little spoilers on the mural. We can see a hand here holding an nunchaku. We do know Michelangelo is coming out. He was shown off at Toy Fair. So pretty good bet that Michelangelo is number 11. So where does that leave the other guys? So right now we have 1, 2, and 3. So it's Last Ronin Unarmored, and then Raphael. And then number 4, we know from seeing the box before, is going to be Leo. We saw those at SDCC and Toy Fair. We know number 5 is Donatello, even though he hasn't been announced in terms of when he's coming out yet. Number 6 is the Syndra Patrolbot, which we already have and we showed you guys. Number 7 is Karai, which we have and we showed you guys. Number 8 is Splinter, because we've seen the mural, so we know that, so that's where he fits in there. Number 9 is a mystery. We have no idea what number 9 is. I was thinking it was going to be Footbot. But what we can see here is just in the corner, there's a little stick. And I'm wondering if that's one of Casey's either bats or hockey sticks or something like that. And I think number 9 might be Casey Jones. Now, NECA has shown off Casey Jones, so we know Casey Jones is coming to the line. And it's weird that he's not out yet because one of the accessories in this is a smashed up piece of Footbot that fits onto Casey's hammer. So it would make sense for him to be number 9 sandwiched right here. I'll have to take when we'll do the mural shot at the end and we'll see if we can see a piece. Oh, we can't because we don't have Splinter. So we can't see that number 8 piece to see what fits in between. But I'll look at the artwork there for Splinter and we'll see if there's a tease on the corner of the box. But that would be my guess. Number 11 is Michelangelo. And then after that, we have the Syndra Elite bot, which could be number 12. And we're excited about that because it comes packed with some Mousers, which would help us army build because we want to build Syndra Elite bot and then we're going to get Mousers. Our biggest criticism of the Last Ronin Unarmored figure was that it came with a Mauser, and we're not going to army build that one. So we wanted more of those Mousers. The Syndra Patrolbot did come with a Mauser, and you could army build that one. So it's great that they announced during that 12 days of Christmas that NECA showed the Syndra Elite bot comes with a little spider Mauser, so you'll be able to army build that one out. And the other one is the Fugitoid accessory set. It didn't say figure, it's an accessory set. So we're not sure what that means. Will it be in a box like this? Will it have a side panel artwork? Will it be numbered? It's going to include Fugitoid and a bunch of other things because Fugitoid looks like he's going to be all beat up, missing a limb and stuff. So maybe to come up with more Mousers, who knows? We're going to find out. They haven't announced what the packaging on that one or anything, just that it is coming. So that's all we know about announced figures. We don't know about April. We don't know about the other Casey. We don't know about any of the other characters at this point. So we're hoping that there's more coming. This line is amazing. But right now, I'm really anxious to hop in and check out this figure. So why don't you guys come in closer and we're going to do just that. Again, really excited about Footbot. I plan on getting 4 of these guys. I just got 2 for now. So yeah, this I'm pretty sure is going to be one of the more amazing ones just because of the design of this guy. And I'll start just by clipping him out here. He's going to have, I'm sure, a couple of things securing him in place. Yeah, he does. He has them on the legs. He has them on the wrists. He has them on the head. He has them on the upper bicep as well. That one's kind of annoying to get to. Nothing on the head. He does have like a little cushion or something there up on the head side. And I can't reach his arm. So we'll try peeling him out here in his little mechanical form. And of course, we're going to be held up by that one arm. So we'll just pop that out. There we go. And then we have our Footbot, and he looks amazing. Yeah, creepy, lanky, exactly what you wanted to see from Footbot here. And he has those lines on him, those cel-shading lines. So he has all those little aspects to make him look like he's right there from the comic. He has that robotic look to him, so you can see like a hollowness going through the cheekbone there. And then you could see the wiring on the stomach, and you could see wire sticking out here on the legs. He just has all those different facets of being Footbot, essentially. That articulation, he's got it in the head, he's got it in the arms, in the shoulders there, and then you could see his body definitely bends in the middle. A lot of articulation. He's a robot after all. He's got the leg there, he's got the double knee, and then the ankle as well. So all that articulation that we see on the other figures. And like most NECA figures, I see he comes default with the fists on, and you can make that change. Fun little feature here in the back, he's got little holsters for his swords. We saw some Footbots with swords, some Footbots with that weird arm thing, particularly when they were punching through the wall. And fortunately, we got both of those included in these accessories here. So why don't we get him standing and put him off to the side. See if we can figure out Footbot standing mode. And here we go. Got an interesting center of gravity on this guy. His default is to lean backward. There we go. All right, so he's standing. Set him off to the side here, and then we'll check out these. Okay, he's not standing. We'll check out these accessories. We got some panels in the way, so let me get these out of the way so you can see these. And it looks like we got a whole sort of different accessories here. So of course we're going to have the hands at the bottom. And the hands are going to be weapon holding hands, gesturing hands, and claw-like hands because he comes default with the fists. Over here we have those weird arm things where they popped out. I guess they enhanced his strength or something, because when you see him punching through the wall, he's doing the punch with those things popping out there. We have those two katana right here that he comes with, one for each side. We have a sort of busted up head where you can see the eye socket popped out here, and you can see some pieces there. And when we have that piece I told you about for Casey's hammer, so I'll take that out. So with one of them, you could just take this piece out, and there's definitely an indentation in there where you could slide Casey's hammer in, and we don't have it, so we can't test it. And this is obviously the face. So you can see a face all shattered here. You can see the eye and the jawbone there. So this is one of the faces. So that's a nice little detail to put on Casey's hammer. And then this is fun to just kind of throw on your display. It's just a head that was shattered off. This is not going to function. You're not going to have to put this on the head. You can see the eye dangling out there, and it's all kind of beat up. So it's just a nice little thing to throw there. And then of course those arms. So let's check out these arms, and you have the little parts that have come out from his forearm in there in order to give that look of punching. So they go good with the punching hands. And then at the end we have the two swords as well. So we have these nice katanas, and they got little chips in the blades, which I really like to make them look like they're slashed and tattered and torn. They've been through, seen some things, basically. So those are those katanas there, very nice. And then that's your assortment of parts. So we're gonna, why don't we give it a quick try here with the hands, and we'll just try the katanas on this guy really quick, and then we'll switch over to the punching hands. So I think these are going to be more for gripping the katana. They give you a little bit of space, but not too much space. I think these next ones here are just not going to do it very well. So you're going to want something a little bit more concise. So we're going to try those out. And we'll try our Footbot. And with NECA, again, we like to twist a little bit as we pull, as you saw us do with the Leo last week, the Creature from the Black Lagoon, Leonardo. We do that little twist and pull. If we pull, what ends up happening is often this part will break off from here, and then you're out of luck in terms of trying to ever use it again. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to spend $35 on another figure just to get a set of hands. I mean, you're troop building these guys, maybe that's fine, but with the turtles, you don't want to deal with that. So I think these are good to pair onto this arm, and then when I switch out the arm, I'm just going to leave them on here, because you're not going to want to leave them on with the other arms anyway, because those are more for punching. So now that we got the hands on there, we're going to try to open the grip a little and then stick these swords in. And these fingers are nice. I mean, they're moving very well, but they're not to the point where they're not going to grip back in there. So it's got the sword pretty nice there. And same with the other side. And there we go. We got our swords. So we have our little swordsman Footbot, and I think that, yeah, there we go. I'm trying to figure out his center of gravity, and this extra smock on there is setting him off a little bit. So here is our sword Footbot. He's got the swords on, and of course you could do a number of poses or up and down, or however you want with the sword Footbot. And I love that scarf on there too. Just a little bit of accessorizing for the Footbot. So yeah, now at this point, what I'm going to do is on the upper arm, I'm going to try taking these out, and we're going to try the other forearm. So these separate at the upper arm just below the elbow, so at the top of the forearm. And these are a little bit easier, and it's a bigger point, so I'm not as worried about this breaking as I am the narrower point. So before I put these on, though, I think it's a good opportunity to just move the hands into position. So you could just kind of rotate those in as you push gently. And what I love about how they decided not to do it at the elbow is you don't need to worry about the elbow snapping off or anything like that. They could still articulate. These arms can still bend. So that's great that they kept it at the elbow. So these should just rotate in, just like we did with the other one. We're just going to turn them as we push in. And same with this one, we're going to turn it as we push in. And we should get it into position just like that, nice and tight. And now we got these weird, lanky, extra long arms where these things have popped out. I think there were also some kind of guns shooting out of them. I can't remember. But yeah, they look really weird. I kind of feel like they're a lot longer too. Yeah, if you look at the standard arm, it comes here. So they probably should have just opened up out of this arm, but I guess the arm extended too. You can see where it extended a little bit in there. I think it did that in the book as well. So that is punching Footbot with his arms all extended there, punching out of the walls as they went to attack. And unclear if the katana went, he had them in the back there while he was doing this, but you could always just take the katana out and throw them in here if you wanted this look to Footbot while you were doing it, and have him go in this way. So then you got both your versions of Footbot, and that looks pretty nice in there, how they have that. So that is how Footbot looks, and I gave you the wide range of function here with his extra little head, the Casey Jones hammerhead that's there, and then the assortment of arms he has. But really nice looking figure, very versatile. But wait, last time you guys asked me to compare him to other figures, so I want to do that here. I always look at your feedback. He has the comparison to the Sinja Patrolbot. So the sword, a little bit different. It's kind of a different paint scheme on this one, but it's a similar design in terms of that. Maybe a little longer. It looks just a little bit longer. Different paint job on it, but that's mostly what I'm seeing there. And the design of the sword. And the holster, of course, completely different compared to his holster. The character, you know, it's completely retooled. It's not the same. He's getting a little taller, a little wider, a little lankier in the legs and the arms, but a little wider in the torso here. And of course, he's got all these wires and stuff. Completely different figure. This might be very similar to the Sinja Elite Bot, which is just a white version of this. We'll see if they did any designs. I think in the graphic novel it was a little different, but we'll see what differences NECA made there. But you can see here, this is clearly a different figure, different size, different everything about it. So I like this because this is from that past shot. I like the past figures. Speaking of which, I think the Raph is the only one, the turtle, I'd like to compare him to right now. We love Raphael. We showed you with Karai and that whole scene there. Just to give you a size comparison to a turtle, ideally he'd be going with Leonardo, be pairing the Footbot with Leonardo and Casey, and Michelangelo and April running away with Fugitoid. But Leonardo's not out yet. We gotta wait until March. So until we get Leonardo, this is gonna give you your turtle scale comparison. I didn't think the Last Ronin was a good size to compare because he's a little wider because of all his gear. So this is kind of what he looks like compared to the turtle. So this is a good size here to show you. And essentially he's a little taller, a little lankier, and not as stocky. So now you got a good size comparison. You understand what he looks like compared to the other robots. You understand what he looks like compared to the turtles. So there is your comparison shot of the different characters out in the line right now. But he still has all those great little black lines to help with the cell shading, the contour to help him pop. And he just looks fantastic. Love this character. Love how they got him into the line. He's a fun little guy to troop build. You know, hopefully you get your hands on a bunch of them. But that is your look at the Footbot. And here we are at the end of our Wave 3 review of the Last Ronin. Finally with the Footbot here, we got both our versions. We have the arm thingy extensions, and then we have the swords. So these guys are awesome. Definitely troop build if you can. You want to get a whole bunch of them, and I'm going to try for at least 4, and I think they look amazing. So what's next? Last Ronin Wave 3 comes out in March, if NECA keeps up with the timeline. That is going to be Leonardo, Splinter, and first of all, Raphael. He is going to be different than Raphael. He's going to have a lot more blood features, a lot more arrows, including one that goes through the leg. So we will have, first of all, Raphael. Don't think he's going to fit into the box mural. It's probably going to be like the black and white Last Ronin. He's just going to be an extra mural. So first of all, Raphael will be coming out then as well. And then after that, who knows? We don't know when the next set of pre-orders are going to be for Donatello and Casey. I'm assuming will be Wave 4, maybe Fugitoid, and the Cinder Patrol bot. We'll see. I expect those pre-orders to go out maybe in the spring or early summer or something, maybe for the fall of 2024, which would be great. So then we'll have most of the line, or all of the announced line, will finally be out. Don't know why Donatello took so long, but he should be out there. He'll pair well with Splinter for their finest moment there. And then after that, who knows? We could use those foot honor guards and some of the standard foot soldiers to help build out our Karai diorama with Raphael. We could use some. We could use Baxter Stockman. We could use Hiramoto. I can't pronounce his name, but the main bad guy, the new grandson, Hiramoto. The grandson of Shredder. We could use Casey, girl Casey. We could use April, of course. So there are a lot of core characters. Then there was that giant elite foot thing, whatever, that was at the end with the giant sword, and then the weird bird thing as well. So those could be some awesome characters as well to fit in there. So we have a lot of possibilities in this line, so hopefully it keeps going. It's just such an amazing line, but I'm really happy with the characters NECA started out with. I think they look great. They really capture that look from the comic book, and they're really helping bring those worlds and those chapters of the story to life. So hopefully we'll get a lot more. We'll get the core characters done before they start doing more background characters. I think that would make sense, but most of the core characters should be done by the end of this year, and then we'll just be missing sort of April at that point. So hopefully we'll see her as well. I don't know, maybe we'll get 2 versions. We'll get past April and then current April, the Cyborg April or whatever. So that is your look at the end of this wave with Footbot. Next up, we're going to have to wait a little bit, but we'll keep checking back for those. We're going to have tons of other turtle stuff. This week we're going to do a double turtle week. I can't avoid it. I really want to show you guys the gallery diorama turtles, so we're going to start with that. And then we got more indie, we have more Ghostbusters, we have Transformers, we have a ton of stuff we're going to be getting to in the next couple months. So keep tuning back for that. Like, subscribe, and follow. We'll see you guys next time.